Good morning, everybody. Dean here, of course. Welcome to today's episode of The Drive, taking place actually at Internet Profits HQ in our video studio. Let's do this. The Drive. Good morning, my friend. I hope you're well. I messed up. I went to do today's drive in the car and I was talking to myself, got to the office and I hadn't pressed the darn record button. So I've just popped into the video studio. We've just been working on a few things, look, you can see in the background, setting up and completing our live streaming capabilities. Now, I want to just talk about something. A few days ago, I did a video about MOBE, that they have been, looks like they've been pulled down. It looked like at that time they had been pulled down by the FTC and shut down. That has now been confirmed. If you go to their website, the receiver's letter's up there, and there's all kinds of legal stuff that now will ensue. Reading some of the stuff, it looks like a lot of stuff has been happening. Obviously, I'm sure MOBE will be fighting this and they're going to be having their day in court. And so we'll see kind of what happens. And what I would say is that I feel, above all, sorry for the people that are directly impacted, that have just invested and spent money, rightly, whether I can't speak as to whether MOBE has done anything wrong or any of that kind of stuff. I've seen some of their products. I've seen great content and things from Matt Lloyd in the past, and so everything looked good to me, but I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, right? So I can't speak to that. But what I can say is that there will be a lot of people, obviously, that can no longer access the things that they've paid for. And some customers have spent thousands, even tens and tens of thousands, and now have zero access. I mean, some people even paid as soon as like days before it was all shut off. And so what an absolute mess. And I think right now there's a lot of shock and scaredness in the industry. Like, why are all these companies keep being shut down? Well, I want to give you, obviously, let me just throw a disclaimer up here. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal representative of any kind in any way, shape or form. These are all just my own personal views and opinions. So make sure you do all your own research and that kind of stuff. But what I can speak of is just some like common sense stuff that we all need to make sure we adhere to. So, for example, not making guarantees or promises of outcomes, right? You cannot legally, morally, or ethically guarantee an outcome. You can, it's even risky territory to even hint at what's possible, because you could be sort of decided that, well, you're making it suggestive that everybody can do this, and typically not everybody's going to be able to do something. And so you've got to make sure you're not making promises or guarantees of income. Testimonials, it's a big area, like, and you know what's crazy? When you actually understand the laws and you look into these things, you'll realize that actually probably nearly all companies are violating some laws to some degree. Like, look at all the weight loss industry. They show these transformations. Well, is it true and correct that the average person is experiencing these transformations in the make money online space? Is it true that when you show these testimonials and things that the average person is getting this result? Even when you have software and tools and solutions and services, when you show something, like, oh, look at this amazing website that one of our clients has got, and making all these sales, is that a typical result? I know, for example, even with Shopify, Shopify, I see one of Chris on the team was actually telling me earlier that something like 95% of Shopify's revenue, and I might be off with the percentages, but 95% of Shopify's revenue was coming from people that weren't actually doing anything with their store. Kind of like gym memberships. I bet a lot of gyms make most of their money from people that don't even go, right? And it's like, when you look at all these things, there is some big areas that a lot of people are doing that actually the FTC would deem as wrong. So make sure you're not making promises or guarantees of results and outcomes. Make sure that be careful with using any kind of testimonies or anything like that. Being transparent, make sure you're being transparent. What entitles and what ensues and what your product requires. If you're selling something, but then in order to use it, so say if you're selling a widget for a website, and in order for somebody to use that widget, they actually need to make sure that they've got other things. Well, they need to know that they've got other things. So transparency is a big thing. You know, and we could go on and on and on, but just use your common sense. Am I saying stuff on my website that could potentially be misleading or misrepresenting or unsubstantiated claims, making promises or guarantees of outcomes, you know, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, do your own research, but I just wanted to share a few little tips that could help, because at the end of the day, you know, MOBE isn't the first company to be shut down. It sure as heck won't be the last. I mean, we've seen companies come and go in this space over the last few years alone. Some big ones. You know, there was Empower Network, gone, now bankrupt, dead. Digital Altitude, sued by the FTC, currently still non-existent. Now MOBE. And so if you look at these companies, there are patterns that people are doing the same stuff, and they're patterns. And, you know, you've got to, if you are one of the unfortunate people that has lost out because of this currently, I mean, who knows? MOBE might be able to win their case. I don't know at this stage. But as I said in my video the other day, what you've got to do is protect yourself and learn from this experience. You know, make sure that you are building your own assets, meaning, you know, you can utilize other people's marketing and products and marketing systems, you know, affiliate marketing, all that kind of stuff, but build your own assets, your own audiences, your own email lists. You know, don't just send your traffic direct to other companies. If you're in network marketing or any of that kind of stuff, build your own assets, build your own email list, control your own website. You know, you have your own blog, your own fan pages, your own ad accounts, your own lists, your own autoresponder, all that kind of stuff. Have control of as much as you can control, because if something happens to go wrong for a company you're promoting, for example, and you put 100% of everything there, so you weren't building your own list, you weren't doing this, you didn't have your own blog, you didn't have your own website and all this kind of stuff, then you can land like a lot of people are now, and it's terrifying in that sense. And so I have the utmost sympathy for everyone that's been impacted by this. The reality is now it is confirmed, it is fact, and you just have to really take this and learn from it. And I know that's not nice to hear, because some people really are losing a lot right now, and I sympathize with you with the utmost respect. But I can't do anything for you other than say, look, learn from this. Hopefully there's a positive resolution, you don't lose out. But even if that does have a positive resolution, learn from this and adapt. Don't allow yourself to be in this situation again. And I hope you find that helpful in some way. Of course, if you're watching us for the first time, hit that subscribe button here on YouTube, join the family, and I update these videos. I do daily videos Monday through Friday, sharing all kinds of stuff behind the scenes here at Internet Profits. This is actually our newly renovated video studio. We've got some live streaming capabilities now with the big setup and scenery over here. This is actually, check it out, we just recently got this up on the wall. This is one of the my awards here at Internet Profits, membership into the 2 Comma Club for earning over $1 million with ClickFunnels. We've got another award actually in a box in there. We've not unwrapped it yet. That'll go on the other side of the TV, I'm sure. So with that said, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Comment below if you've got anything you want to contribute on this. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.